Alright, hello and welcome back to Planescape Torment. Last time...
I've learned some new tricks.
Last time we got distracted into helping this guy, buy a costume for, a costume party. And we didn't even finish it.
Stand away from me, Mort.
Oh.
I can't stand anywhere. It's this leg thing, you know?
This just happened on its own all of a sudden? I didn't know. I don't know what's happening, but...
Find a way, skull.
Okay, well, that was, cool. Anyways, let's talk to Gonkelvies here. Some questions. I want to pick up another different costume. The Dustman bit seemed a bit too common after all, eh? Or it so happens I have a Godsman costume if you would like it. I don't even know what a Godsman is. It shall cost you only 50 coppers. I'll take it. There you are, sir. Enjoy the masquerade. I will, Gonkelvies. Farewell. Alright, let's go deliver this to, what's his name? You always keep companions standing right by the door so you can teleport out immediately. Well, did you get the costume from Gonkelvies? Yes, here it is. Cost me 50 commons.
Updated my journal.
Now I have to be off. Farewell. Have a nice life, Malmainer. Got a crazy name, my man. But anyways. Well, I guess... it probably would have been better to just finish that on its own video yesterday than do the whole, Acolyte's office thing in it separately, but... it's how it is sometimes. I think this is someone's house. We gotta... So, I have a rough idea of what we should be looking to do here, but I have no idea how to do it, so... we're mainly just gonna enter some buildings here and hope.
The sweet smell of sensates and governors.
Hopefully this gets us somewhere. I don't know what Mort was talking about before. Is this just a store? Pestle Kiln. It's a great name. Also just going to push this man out of my way. You see a wall-eyed fellow whose skin seems to writhe and ripple across his entire body. He's smacking his chapped lips with a blotched tongue. As you watch, his right eye moves independently of the left, focusing on you. He's a chameleon man, or some kind of a reptile man, I'm guessing. A second later, the left one flicks you look your way, then reverts to its original position. The right eye blinks. A strange gurgling comes from his throat. Greetings? The man gives a lopsided grin and points at himself with his right thumb. Pestle, I'm called, the alchemist. I probably need to do the noise like that, but I'm going to. Every time. He points at himself again, this time with his left index finger. The name's Kiln. Need you something? You alright? Yeah, I am. His throat convulses for a moment, then relaxes. A large, green glowing pustule suddenly bursts from the side of his neck. That's cool. Something you needed then, sir. His throat clenches again, and a wave of quivering flesh swallows the blistering green pustule back beneath the skin of his throat. He coughs violently for a moment, then seems to relax. Oof. May I ask what happened to you? Left eye pulls upward in exasperation. The right eye looks askance. Never heard of that word. Too much to drink. Too much of what, though? Potions. I drank too many potions. His mouth slides down beneath his chin. His left nostril forms another one. Jesus. The most I ever drank, that's for certain. Or polymorphin they were and imbrued in limbo. Anything I could do to help? The man's eyes turn inward to look at each other, then back to you. Dunno. He shudders. The mouth below his chin moves up to envelop the one his nostril formed. This sort of thing happens quite often. We can't seem to help but sample the stock. If you find the way it'd help, the two of us would be grateful, sir. Another question? Work in the stockroom all day, I do. He shudders violently. Suddenly a third eye pops open over the bridge of his nose. The left one shifts sideways as the new eye takes its place. I speak only of the store, sir. That said, the skin of his face seems to eat the new eye, and the left one returns to its old location. Very well then, hope you're having fun. I say, you'd probably have, something to help. Actually, can we, if I talk to you again, will you just, like, sell me anything, Gak? I wanted to purchase something. These are just charms and stuff. I mean, probably useful, but not exactly. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm being dumb, but like, will he have it on the shelf? Can I cannot. Okay. We'll probably have to, I'm guessing we'll have to get a forgetting potion from him, like, once we are done. I don't know, once we find a way to cure him. I don't remember anything that would cure him from, the curiosity shop here, so I guess we'll just kind of keep looking and wandering around. That might be kind of what today is. We'll just, get to whatever we get to. Hopefully this is a store. Art store. I think this is actually where we need to be. That's a big flamey thing. That's cool. Dark Bird's Vocanthus. Several shards of black crystal or ice swirl within the freezing wind that this ornate pedestal gives forth. Each shard looks razor sharp. Touching or grabbing one could be perilous. A placard on the pedestal reads Dark Birds of Vocanthus. I'm not going to touch one, but leave them be. Okay. I might have to touch one, but I want to look around first. A set of 4 paintings which portray an empty beach in the dead of night. The air on the painting smells faintly of brine, and the painted sea seems to ebb and flow across the darkened shore. A placard reads, Karasuthran Shoreline. Let's sniff it. Sniff the painting. The surface of the painting smells strongly of sea air. Is there going to be one for every painting? Because that might just be like what we do here. This painting depicts a shore scene with a wide reddish-orange sun setting behind a peninsula or a large jetty. The scene, though unoriginal, is breathtaking. The play of the fading daylight across the water is captured perfectly, but staring at the painted sun for any length of time makes your eyes ache. The placard reads Surface of Thalassia. I wonder, like, touching these has gotta, like... You're a sensate, right? Am I allowed to touch anything? Will they unlock memories? Alright, well, you're not gonna tell me. I mean, kind of understandable, to be honest. Will you tell me anything about this place? No, okay. Not many talkers here, that's fine. I'm gonna look around a little more. I probably won't read all of them, but I do enjoy the ideas this is conjuring, so I do want to look around a little more. This painting shows an enormous granite keep, a hideous thing, long and low, covered in leering gargoyles. Suspended in what looks to be the night sky, a cloud of crimson and violet vapor whirls in the background along the right side of the painting. A placard reads simply the library. I'm not allowed to touch this one, which suggests that it's not all these are memory things, assuming any of them are. The hundreds of chips of translucent green glass which make up this stained glass window don't appear to be held together by anything, but rather remain free-floating and mysteriously suspended within the iron frame's boundaries. The shards ripple and move in slow waves, causing bizarre patterns to fluctuate across the window's surface as various portions of it reflect the Galleria's light in different directions. A small placard beside the window reads, Arcadian stained glass window. Alright, I can't help myself. I'm pretty sure this is what I need to do. Let's first off, I guess, just, look around enough to, get this whole place mapped out. What is that? I want to look at this one. This one looks cool. A brilliant ruby statuette stands on this pedestal, carved into the image of a winged humanoid. The figure is either demonic or angelic in nature, but it's difficult to tell which because it reflects the light in the Galleria strangely. There is no placard indicating what exactly the statuette is. And this is the other one that immediately catches my eye because it's like moving. I don't think you can look at paintings from the back, so... Oh, okay, just... Pathfinding not working at all there. That's fine. I can just schmoove around, I guess. Oh, Ivana, you're someone to talk to. Before you is a well-dressed elderly woman in a gown of peach-colored and golden thread. She stands quietly, her hands folded together primly, and nods in your direction. And then you notice that she has no pupils. Her eyes are entirely white. Greetings, sir. I am Ivana. Welcome to my Galleria. Feel free to look about, spending as much time here as you like. Should you have questions regarding any of the pieces, do not hesitate to ask me of them. Sorry for my word pronunciation there, I misread of as or. That's some questions, Ivana. One moment, sir. Your voice, it is heavy with age and wounds. Would you be so kind as to permit me to touch your face? Yeah, go ahead, why not? Ivana smiles, gently running her old hands across the skin of your face. Are you an old companion of mine? Probably not. She frowns, looking slightly puzzled. So many scars, both old and new. They seem to... She touches the side of your throat, flushes and pulls away. Pardon me, sir. I was just curious to see how far they went. It's fine, and they're everywhere. My whole body is scarred. Ivana nods. I had some questions. Of course, please ask. What is this place? Why, it's my Galleria of the Plains. These pieces have been brought from far and wide. Some I sell, some I keep. All I display at one time or another. Please, enjoy them. And again, should you have questions regarding any of the pieces, do not hesitate to ask me of them. What do you know of Ravel Puzzlewell? She's a night hag, one of the eldest Grey Sisters of the Wastes. We came to Sigil many centuries ago to pursue arcane experiments. It was believed that these experiments were against the lady's will, and that Ravel was thus banished from Sigil, imprisoned within one of the lady's mazes on the Ethereal, where her body rests to this very day. Go on. It's kind of... I like it when, like, different characters give you, like, slightly different information. Like, we saw that more with Echo, like, when you get conflicting information about, like, things in the game's universe. You see that a lot with, like, Pathologic, too, to be honest. That's kind of the current theme of my channel, inadvertently. But it's a cool effect. I like it. Like, this is pretty minor. Like, one person said Ravel was, like, asking what the nature of what can change a man, or if the tagline is, which is probably what she actually did, given it's the tagline of the game, but whatever. Ravel was said to have been a master of riddles and puzzles. Okay, well, she's coming around to it. She's coming around to it too. Forget what I just said. But it was believed that one riddle, one question in particular, was said to have plagued the ancient night hag. What can change the nature of a man? Go on. She issued a challenge to any who were interested. She promised to instruct any who came to her in her craft, if they could answer the question to her satisfaction. She promised to instruct any who came to her in her craft, if they could only answer the question to her satisfaction. If they could not, they consented to be her next meal. Many died coveting Ravel's teachings, and it's believed that until her final hours in Sigil, Ravel never discovered the answer to her question. Ravel's crime was believed to have been some means of trying to shatter the cage, trying to crack open Sigil itself for some unknown reason. That is all I know of her. I mean, it's not really that conflicting with her previous account, but it's fine. Question about one of the pieces. The Dark Birds of Ocanthus.
Updated my journal.
All of them are chipped from the great magical sheet of black infinite ice that rests in the black belly of the plain of Ocanthus. It is said that this sheet of ice is the final destination of the river Styx, and that the recollections of all that have plunged into the Styx's memory-destroying waters lie still within the frozen... my brain is fried. Still lie frozen within the ice. If water of Styx destroy one's memories, would this ice from Ocanthus do the same? I can only assume so, yes? Oh. That's actually good. So I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna save first because I wouldn't, knowing how more about how this game goes, I wouldn't put it past it to be like some kind of game over here to touch it, but we gotta try, right? Let's touch one. As you reach out to touch one of the whirling shards, your finger enters the icy wind that rises from the pedestal. Instantly, a coat of numbing frost forms around your finger, causing you to momentarily draw back. Place your finger back in and touch one. You thrust your finger into the frigid, numbing wind. Unbeknownst to you, your forefinger freezes solid. As one of the black shards spins into it, your fingertip breaks off with a sharp crack and goes skittering across the gallery floor. The icy dark birds remain in their whirling orbit as you wait for your fingertip to grow back. Leave. Hope no one saw any of that. Let's try. Alright, I didn't lose my memory though. Let's try grabbing one. Place your hand back in, grab one. And now my hand breaks off. Pick your hand up and stick it back on, quick. You pick up the frost-covered fist and thrust it onto your bleeding stump, noticing that the dark bird you grabbed, a razor-sharp shard of black ice, has already melted away to nothing. Looks like you'll have to catch it in something that will keep it cold. Eventually, warmth and feeling returns to your hand as your tissues thaw and regenerates. Okay. I have that. It's not really the same. Pouch, probably not good enough. Do I have anything that'll work? Can we buy something that'll work? From the gallery, from the thrift, it's not a thrift store, what did I call it that? But from the, you know what I mean, the store where we bought the chocolate thing. I mean, we're definitely getting closer. That's, definitely what we need to do. It's just a matter of finding out how to do it. Okay, Vriska, you got a, what do you call it? Welcome back. Here, buy something? Yes, I am. Do you by any chance have a, cooler? I don't think you do, actually. Or maybe we could just tell, no, it's here. We could tell Merry Man that we found, the potion, but we need a cool thing to keep it in. And you can hook us up with something? Or even, ideally he could just work this out for himself, but that's probably not gonna happen, you know? I'm glad my walking speed is 5% faster than his. Alright, well, I got us nowhere, so we can probably stick with our previous save then. But alright, we definitely have an inn. We've learned some stuff. We have a way to move forward. We just don't have like all the keys. So we might just keep looking around, experimenting, and hopefully something will come up. That's kind of how you're meant to play this game, I think. But in any sense, we'll call it here for now. As always, thank you for watching.